Hey everybody, Matt and Jeff coming to you from the brand new KPC studios that just opened last week with 11 new community classes and incredible education programming. We're so excited to be here sharing with you today. And last week on Saturday, we also had Totally KPC, our first in-person gala in more than 4 years. 180 people came, had a party with Nightwave with a purpose. We raised a bunch of the necessary funds to advance our programming. And so we're so grateful for you for coming. And for those of you who were able to financially support us through that as well, we're sending you this video today. If you weren't able to make it or weren't able to financially partner with us this season, we'd like to invite you to do that. Because KPC is a nonprofit, believe it or not, as first class as everything we do is, we are a nonprofit that survives and thrives on your generosity. So we invite you to take a look at this video in just a second to see where that generosity is going and will make a difference in this community.
100%. We just appreciate you standing with us always and helping us out. But Matt, we have a ton of great stuff coming up this year. I mean, normally we do about 20 shows on our presented season. We got 40 coming up this year. Yep. Last night was the Yellow Jackets. It was a great night. All sorts of great shows coming up. We're sitting inside of our brand new recording studio that got finished, and only because of the generosity of our supporters. And we have all sorts of classes. We have 11 we just started right now. There's all sorts of a ton more coming up throughout the year as it goes by, and all of our community partners that present at KPC. So we really could not do this without you. As Matt said, we only exist from the generosity of our supporters and our donors. So thanks for standing with us right now, and we appreciate this.
Yeah, so take a look at this video and the future vision for KPC.
Thanks a lot.
For the past 25 years, Kirkland Performance Center has been the cultural, artistic hub for performing arts on the East Side. In those 25 years, it has been an enormous privilege to host hundreds of concerts, plays, comedy shows, graduations, cultural celebrations, and so much more. Our history, especially the past few years, has taught us that experiencing and sharing art is not just something nice to do on the weekends, or when we're bored or when we want to feel fancy and dress up. Rather, the experience of art, especially in hard times, is vital and essential to the well-being of our community. It is what makes us human, what binds us to each other, and what helps us realize we are not alone. During the worst of the pandemic, our KPC at Home series kept the flame of creativity and the arts alive in all of us. And through our toughest challenges, when we were on the verge of closing our doors, you, our community, came through for us. That is what makes this place special. You. While we all love what happens on the stage during an amazing performance at KPC, we've realized the most important work is being done off the stage. In the hearts and minds of the community we've called home for the past 25 years. You are what makes this place so beautiful. You are KPC. To that end, we are thrilled to be able to expand our investment into this community through our brand new education classes and community programs. We are so hopeful about the potential of these new opportunities to fill the gaps in public education and connect students young and old to their creative potential. And having recently finished phase 1 of our recording studio and classroom facility, KPC Studios, we are dreaming up a beautiful future of connection and self-expression. Aviana Ewing was one of our songwriting pilot program participants. She recently sat down to chat about what the experience meant to her
Music has done a lot for me. It has, sometimes impacted how I see the world. Ever since I was little, being 6 years old, I would write songs. And songwriters who put their music out there for people to listen to. I feel like that can be scary, but it's also a really brave thing to do because it's their emotions, it's their feelings, and they're letting other people see that. So when I went into the pilot, I was honestly kind of nervous. I didn't know how it would go. I was still new with my songs, and I had just barely started writing, but I had a song I had finished, and I recorded that. And I think that happening just made me feel really good about myself, and it made me think, I really want to do that again. The amount of support that I got really helped me with my music. I get a bunch of support at home too, but just having that support out in the world and knowing just a little bit of that feeling of getting it recorded and people other than my family seeing the songs I've wrote, it makes me feel alive, and it makes me feel really good about myself.
We believe people like Aviana and people like you are the future of KPC. And this is a future worth investing in.